2014 386 Peterbilt coolant reservoir remover. You can see that's the old one right there. Very simple. It's only 2 bolts holding it in. It's this one right here and this one right here. So remove those bolts, which I did. You can see them under there. You remove them with a socket wrench, which is somewhere around here. I gotta find it. Okay, it's up under here. Let's see what size it is. You see that 5/8 socket on those bolts right here. So you got this holding it, and you got this rubber gasket thing down here that's holding it in. So what I've done, I've already taken it out. I'm gonna pull it out and let you guys see how it sits in. So it's pretty easy. This is the only thing holding it once the bolt's out. Give me 1 second. I'll set it up so you can see it actually coming out. This is the part right here that you're worried about. That gasket down there. See it? So you also got a little notch in there that you gotta watch. You see that notch? You gotta make sure you pop this back. Let's hold it still. See that? It notches in and then it screws in. But once you get those notches out, this will pop out easy. See that? You got it out. It's easy. You lift it up. You got this hose right here that connects right there. And the other side, this hose right there that connects right here. And as you see, it just sits right down in there like this. You line those notches up, clear your hoses out, put them on top, bring this back, pull this on top, line that spout up down there. You don't want to break that, so what you do is, when dropping it, you put that in first. Watch this. Try to line it up so you can see it. Put that in, drop that down. Now you go up here, you line those up. You're gonna pop this in down there by pushing it, just by pushing your hand on the top of it. Just work it in. You hear that? It just popped in down there. Let's see if we can see it from the bottom. See, it's popped in through that little gasket right there. Once you get it popped in, move this up. You line those up, the hole. Watch this. Line this up. You might gotta slap it a little bit. It drops in. So your holes are lined up. Take this, connect this right here. I'm gonna bring in the grips, pliers, so I can put the brackets back up there, but it's pretty easy. Slide that in. But when pulling this out, make sure you disconnect You can see it. It's a little cable down here that goes to your sensor. It goes to the bottom of this. Make sure you disconnect that because you will rip that cable out. You can see that sensor down at the bottom. That's a level sensor for your coolant. Make sure you disconnect that. But as you can see, this is the old one. Both aftermarket. With the aftermarket, it's a direct hookup because they updated the original. The problem I've been having with the aftermarket, though, this is my second aftermarket. If something goes wrong with this aftermarket, I'm going back with the original. They've been having a problem out of the aftermarkets because the sensor float that connects with the sensor in the inside of this has been malfunctioning in the aftermarket. It gets stuck. So basically, I'm going to take that one back. And let me go ahead and see if I can. I didn't bring my. So get that in there. See how I work that up? I'm one hand in this, guys. So I get that position. Easy. Doing it with one hand. So also with this one, we're going to see if I can one hand this for you. Easy. So we got it loose, so I'm going to try to work it on there. See what we got. Not bad. We're going to tighten down on it a little more. If we can. See that? Pop right on. Release. Got a good. Okay. Alright. Got those hooked in. We're going to put the bolts in. Then we're going to continue the video. Give me 1 second, guys. All we're doing is putting this in and this in. These 5/8 bolts in the top. We're going to put these in. Okay, as you see, we got those in. Now the next move, we got the 2 hoses on the outside end. We got it in place. So the next move, we're coming down. The next move is to take this, put it back right there. You can see, got a little work to do. Not much. And under there, as you can see, that's the sensor. I got the the hookup covered in tape. That's a new sensor in there. So the problem was we was getting a level low signal, and the reason why is because the magnetic sensor inside of this coolant reservoir had broken off. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to take this one back because I just got that like a year ago. It's a new sensor at the bottom. So what we're going to do, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to try to position it so you can see it. Going down. Hopefully I can. Let's see if we can get something going. Right here. If we're lucky. Might not be able to. Might not be able to give you guys some action. I'm going to try to give you a little action. I'm going to try to give you some action right here. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? I should have brought my stand with me. Let's see if we can set you up. I can see it. Because I'm going to need both hands on this one. What I do is, I gotta put this hose right there. I'm gonna do it and then continue you guys back in because I can't position my phone without my stand. Alright. Alright, we got her on there, but as you can see, you're gonna get some coolant somewhere. This is a messy job. Some of it's washed down with water. But you're gonna get some coolant because it's a compressed system. And that coolant's gonna come out. I just put this jug in there. You can see the compression has shot the coolant back up into the new tank. So beware, you're gonna get some coolant somewhere. Coolant is gonna come out. It's still coolant over there in that jug. This is what I've salvaged out of that coolant container. But you're gonna need a couple you're gonna need at least about two gallons of coolant, because you're gonna lose some. Because when you pull this off, you need to have something ready to catch the coolant coming out of here. But what I didn't know is that you're gonna need 2 jugs, one to catch coolant coming out of here, this hose, and one to catch coolant coming out of this reservoir. So don't just come and think you're gonna catch the coolant coming out of the reservoir, because the compression is gonna push coolant back up out of this also. So bring 2 jugs. Don't make the mistake I made. One for your hose, because coolant is gonna be coming out the block out of this hose, and coolant is gonna be coming down. So bring 2 jugs. What else? So now we got this in. All we gotta do is plug that sensor in over there. So let's untape this right here. I tape this up real good so as not to cause any issues. We take that, tuck it back. Make sure we got it in there. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. So as you can see, that's under the reservoir. We got that in. We're gonna put this coolant back in here. Right there, we're gonna put that coolant back in there. And we're gonna add some coolant. We're gonna see if we can get that low level coolant light to go off in the truck. I think we've solved it. I'm gonna tune right back in and let you see the dash to see if we've canceled it out. Alright.